Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chassis Variant series from myself, Critical Rocket, and here we are with the next of the Whammer Jammers. In the 2C category we've got the Warhammer 2C-3. This was the first of the Clan Diamond Shark redesigns of the 2C variant, with an aim to sell to their fellow clans predominantly. I don't believe they ever sold any of these to the Innisphere. I think that was kind of a rarity that would pop up every now and then. So this variant is pretty much all energy. This is the one you want to go for if you want to make something that will melt armor very quickly. It comes default with 2 heavy large lasers, 1 on each arm, and the rest are all medium pulse lasers split between the side torsos and 1 in the head. Essentially you've got something that has the potential to do an incredible amount of damage in a single alpha strike, but you won't be active much after that because you'll be shut down. As such, it's a mech that requires you to carefully fire your weapons if you are going to run it default. However, this being MechWarrior Online, many people are going to immediately alter this, and I don't blame them. Although the heavy large lasers are an attractive prospect on damage, they're nowhere near as efficient, let's face it, compared to even large pulse lasers for the clans, and ER larges again. The range is usually a much better option over the sort of short-range firepower of the heavy large, especially with the cycle time and the heat generated. It just doesn't really work out at the moment, and I'm not sure how PGI would ever really bring heavy lasers into a similar kind of desirability as the pre-existing weapons. So yeah, it's a model that has no other hardpoints, so it's nice and straightforward. It's a very simple mech for you to get around. Once you've found the build that you like, I can't really see it being a problem. Getting this one to be a fast favourite for some. Although yes, it does play into one of the biggest clan issues with MWO, which is just alpha striking, and mainly energy alpha striking, but that's where we are. The clans did have quite a knack for creating a number of their designs that didn't really focus on a mix of weapon types because Omnimechs allowed them to choose as they went. So yeah, their standard battle mechs kind of just made variants that did a similar kind of role. I like it overall though. Very few mechs I have heavy large lasers, and I do still tend to enjoy them despite the fact that they are a massive detriment. And I do like this model of the mech as well. Again, it's in my wheelhouse, just like the 2C2. It's very straightforward, simple, easy to use, and allows you to focus on the fight rather than worrying about 15 different weapon groups and all the rest of it. So this match was it's pretty fun. There was some nice folk in chat, which is mainly the reason I've kept this one in the rotation for the videos. It's always nice to meet a few people out there who say they appreciate the vids and all that. Though honestly, I don't know what I'm doing that's making them that entertaining. To be honest, I don't know. I appreciate it all the same. So thanks for that. This was a good fight as well. To be fair, it was nice and tight. Some nasty fights here. You always get good fights on HPG. Although it's not one of my favourite maps, I can see why people pick it sometimes. It's perfect for NASCARing, which is a popular tactic, obviously, and it also means that when the fight does start, it's usually within quite close quarters. It's a map that doesn't really play well for ranged combat. It forces you into a nasty knife fight, which I don't know. I think that plays more to MWO's strength than fighting at range anyway. Brawling is what this game does best. Let's face it. So, if you haven't picked up the Warhammer 2C, as I said, all jokes aside from my Warhammer 2C original video, which I just played off the Warhammer stuff that I did originally, this is a good mech. A lot of people have disliked it based on the free bludgeon hero they were given, but honestly, don't take the bludgeon as an indicator of the Warhammer 2C's potential. As a pack, it's fairly decent. You do get a mech that comes with a good mix of energy and missile. Very few ballistics though. PGI did create a variant that is not canon that uses ballistics, which is the 2CA. So if you want one that's got some DACA, that's the one you'll have to buy. But honestly, let's face it, there's plenty of other clan options for DACA. This is a good option. 80 ton. It's a battle mech, so you don't have to worry about the engine restriction like the only other... I believe there's only one other 80 ton for the clans at the moment, which is the Gargoyle. And let's face it, the Gargoyle ain't popular. Not by a long shot. So, yeah, this is a good alternative for those of you who like the 80 ton sort of weight range, because 80 tons is nice because it still retains some of the speed of the heavies. It's got a beastly amount of armor and firepower, and doesn't end up getting left behind too easily as well. So it's much like the Awesome and Zeus and stuff like that. You've got a good range there of capability within the unit. And I think the clans have been sort of clamouring for more mechs within the same weight class anyway, just to give a bit more diversity. Oh, there I pop. Yeah, I was surprised I lived as long as I did, to be honest. I got opened up quite early. I got left behind because I did notice the pack were sort of running off in one of the directions, and I sort of got left behind. I managed to keep up, but I got badly mauled trying to do it. Plus, trying to fight to keep your heat level down is a pretty big problem, especially on this map. So I was switching between a few different perspectives. I didn't know heat vision was so popular on HBG, but there you go. So, yeah, I do like the 2C3, 2C2, 2C3 are quite fun. The original 2C is okay, though probably not that much different, really, from some of the existing variants. I think that's the problem. You probably only need the base pack, to be honest, with the Warhammer 2C. To get everything out of the mech, regardless. I don't think you need the hero, I don't think you need the extra variants until they're available for C-builds anyway. So yeah, the 3 that I've done already, I think show off a good amount of it, but I do have the 4 and I do have the 10, so we'll be seeing those as well. So I think this round is pretty close to ending, so I'll sign off here. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a good week, and I'll, oh yeah, that was it. There was a huge lag spike for some reason. Everything just froze for a few seconds. That's what I remember. But yeah, have a good week everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.